Warm greetings to everyone. This is our presentation about workplace accidents, which also includes reporting, prevention, and cost. This presentation will be done by Surabhi Keshri and Nikita Singh of CSE, and Manigandan Annamalai and Priyanka Merua from Department of Architecture. And this presentation is guided by Ms. Chandrakala M, Assistant Professor. In the beginning, we are just going to see about what is workplace accidents. The most general definition of a workplace accident is an unplanned incident or event that leads to the injury of an employee and or damage to the company's property. And then coming to the most common workplace accidents, the number one is overexertion and tiredness. The most type of physical activity will become tiring if they are carried out over a long period of time. The second is slips, trips and falls. Third is distractions, and the fourth is a messy work environment, and the fifth is a cutting corners. From the top 5, we are just going to see about the top 3. The number 1 is overexertion bodily reaction. The injury rate is 27.0 per 10,000 full-time workers. The age group is most of risk is a 45 to 64 age group, and the industry the most of the risk is transportation and warehousing. And the most frequent part of the body which hurts in the overexertion bodily reaction is the back. And then coming to the second one, it is a fall, slips and trips. The injury rate is 23.9 per 10,000 full-time workers. The age group who affect in this is 55 and over. Industry at the most at risk, transportation and warehousing and agriculture. The most frequent type of injury is sprain, strains and tears. The contact with the object and the equipment falls at number 3. The injury rate is 22.4 per 10,000 full-time workers. The age group who affected in this is 16 to 24. Those they are youngsters. And then coming to the industries, most at risk is agriculture, transportation and warehousing and construction. Typical day loss is 5. The most frequent type of injuries is the cuts, laceration and punctures and much more. The next, we are just going to see about the top injuries or exposure in the percentage. And the number 1 is over exertion bodily reaction falls on a 31.0. It leads to the less. And coming to the second is a fall, slips and trips at the 27.5 percentage, and the contact with the object and equipment is 25.8. These are the top 3. And then coming to the number 4 is a transportation incidents. This is 5.6 percentage. Violence and other injuries persons or animals is a 5%, and exposure to harmful substance or environment is a 4.2 percentage.
Hello everyone, this is Nikita Singh from CSC 5C. So I'll be explaining reporting. Reporting accidents allow you to look closely at what causes accident. This means that you can take action to prevent them in future. Reporting accidents. An accident that cause death, major injury or absence from work for more than 3 days must be reported to the SHS using an accident record from. Minor accidents are usually reported in an accident book. Manager or supervisor normally completes accident report. You might need to give information if you are involved or witness the accident. Next slide. Accident book. All accident, even minor ones, have to be entered into the employee's accident book at work. That you must be recorded: the name of the injured person, home address, occupation. Second, the signature of the person making the entry, home address, occupation and date. Third one, when and where the accident happened. And fourth, a brief descriptions of the accident cause and what the injury, whether whatever it is reportable to the this is the employee's responsibility. So this is the accident book. So here we can see how we gonna mention the person name, address, telephone number, work, age and height. Everything we have to mention here. Reporting accident, relevant and what happens. So safety officers will be informed by the site manager and will access the area of the accident to the check its now safe, will investigated the cause of the accident and produce a report if required. Site supervisor will with the site manager and first decider that work with the site worker to help and prevent further accidents. Now we'll talk about site manager, what they're going to do. So they will be informed as soon as possible, so they can inform the HR and their head. So if any emergency will cause, so there will be a emergency service, so the site manager or supervisor will usually contact the ambulance service, and if required the fire brigade and police if required. Types of accident in construction site. Types of accident in the construction sector, there were 49 fatal injuries to workers in construction in 2020, 2021, 23 of these fatalities were to the self-employed. The main cause of construction worker fatalities were injury kind. Properties of fatalities in constructions fall was 51%. Being stuck by a falling was 16%, electricity 10%, high heat by a moving vehicle 4%. So thank you everyone for listening me.
So the topic prevention is presenting by our teammate Priyanka. Hello everyone, this is Surbi Keshri and my topic is cost. So cost and effects of workplace accidents. In this section, key findings from national, European and international studies on the financial cost and psychological effects of workplace accidents and ill health are presented. Issues for consideration in the measurement of costs are also discussed. Next slide. Cost. And this is a table we have mentioned, like expected employer cost from accident, in cost variables and in description. Some of the topics I will explain. Staff turnover, like replacement training and requirements cost, early retirement and disability cost associated with retirement, fines and payments to the injured person. Legal liabilities, fines, regulatory activities, settlements, and associated fees. So the next slide is psychological effects of workplace accidents. Mosink and De Grief 2002 reported that the cost of accident is not just a burden to business, but also to the injured workers, their families, and society in general. They reported that consequences for employees included loss of quality of life and human suffering. See also Rikshadarshan and Impegard 2004. Mosink and De Grief identified significant psychological effects in terms of health, grief, and suffering and quality of life as a result of workplace accidents. So the next slide is table 2.2, expected psychological effects from accident. Here we have mentioned two rows, which is effects and description. In health column, I have mentioned hospitalization, medical care, permanent disability, and rehabilitation. Quality of life, life expectancy, quality and disability, adjusted life years issues. Grief and suffering to the injured person, their friends and relatives. Measurement of cost in workplace accidents. When analyze the cost of accidents, it has been common practice to present the mathematical relationship between different types of cost. Heinrich frequently depicted iceberg model as quoted by Rikadarshan and Impegard 2004 is often used to convey the concept of a relationship between direct costs such as repairs and indirect costs such as lost business opportunities. The ratio between these two types of cost has been found to vary across work sectors, Motiar 2004, and cannot be directly compared between studies. Grimaldi and Simons 1984, HMSO 1993, Larson and Betts 1996, Monnery 1998. Hence, this iceberg model is a poor predictor of actual negative cost consequences an organization is likely to face from workplace accidents. So thank you, everyone.